Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Thanks for subscribing and thanks for watching. In this video I'm going to share with you how to buy stocks at the right time. As some of you know, buying the stocks at the right time is one of the most important things for traders and investors. If you're not able to buy stocks at the right time, you are not going to make any money on the long run, and therefore you would miss some great opportunities out there. That's why I'm going to explain with you what is important, what should you aware of before buying a stock. Stay tuned. So let's take a look at the chart of emotions, which is in my opinion very important to understand the psychology behind the markets and how you should react during the different market phases. We start here with the still phase or smart money. This is where the most institutional investors are trying to build their bigger positions. They start to buy some of the stocks out there, and this is where the public or retail investors, they're just not aware of this right now, and they're just thinking that the market would continue to drop and continue to fall, and most of them are shorting a stock or even just not buying anything at all because they're fearful. This is actually the right place where you also as a retail investor should start buying a stock, because you have much more room to the upside and the market is not overbought normally at this level. I'm going to share with you after that, guys, some real-time charts, some charts what happened in the past months, how you should react during such phases, and what to be aware of if you see something like that. It is very important. So basically here, like I said, the retail traders are not aware of what is going on, and they're just shorting the stocks, or they're just basically not buying any stocks at all. After that, at some point, the market keeps to get more and more media attention, and the public and retail traders start to get enthusiastic, greedy. They think they're going to make the next big money. They start buying the stocks and having a fear of missing out. And basically this fear of missing out causes a lot of the time chasing. This means they start buying stocks at the wrong time. They chase stocks at the highs, and this is the wrong place to buy a stock. What happens at this point? The market or the stock which you are already invested in, it's extremely overbought. And it is normal that at some point after that overbought level, we are going to see some kind of correction or a drop, or so to say, return to the mean. And this is basically what happens. The stocks start pulling back, and traders or investors think, wow, that's the next big run, I have to buy this pullback. But basically here, this is a bull trap, and what happens is that normally after breaking those support levels, we see some deeper pullback, and this is where the real fear starts to occur, and this is where people start to panic, sell their position. We see in most of the cases huge drops, very fast drops in the market or in the stock which you are currently in, and then we return back to the mean. Basically, this is the point where people panicking, they bought right here during this phase, which is actually too late, and this is what a lot of retailers are doing. And after that, they just panic, start selling their positions, and lose money. So for you guys, it is very important, if you are buying a stock, try to focus on what other people are doing. So if the most people are buying a stock, chasing stocks, this is normally the time where you should get rid of your positions, sell your positions, and realize some of your gains. If you see that people are very fearful, for example, and they just want to stay patient, and they're trying to wait it out, and the market is bleeding and correcting a lot, this is basically the time where you should start buying new positions, start positioning yourself, building some bigger positions during these phases, because after that you have much more room to the upside compared to if you're trying to chase a stock at highs. So after that, I show you this emotions chart. I'm going to show you some real-time charts on the Nasdaq and Qs, and how that is exactly, and then you would be able to see how this is exactly happening and where exactly those emotions are showed in the chart. Okay, so let's continue with the Qs now and the chart of the Nasdaq, and we would be able to see what exactly happened right here. which are basically the same emotions which I showed in the chart before. So let's focus on the coronavirus, because this is a very good example what happened in the past, and these things which are happening in the past, they tend to happen all over again, and this is something you will going to see in the markets all over again. Those things are occurring events with the drops and pullbacks and deeper pullbacks. So this is very important, guys, to understand that, because basically if you understand those things, you would be able to control better your emotions, to understand where to scale in your position and how to make money. So now, as we saw here, we had some big pullback during the coronavirus. The news came out. We had here for some long time very overextended levels at the 80 RSI, basically, as you see here. And after that, we saw some more and deeper pullback. By the way, guys, I made a video about the RSI indicators. It is very important to understand how the RSI indicator is working and how you should use the RSI indicator in your trading and what to look for. You can check it out. So basically, we saw that overextended levels here. It was extremely overbought. The RSI was around 80. And after that, we saw a drop. After this huge drop, we saw some oversold levels, which was the 26 area. And this is where people really panicked. No one knew what's going to happen in the markets, how is the coronavirus going to go, and where we should end. And after we saw here a little bit of a pullback, a lot of people started to think, well, this is a bear flag. The market is not done yet. We're going to see another pullback, more drops. So people were basically very fearful. They didn't know what is going to happen. And this is the area where I know personally a lot of people started shorting stocks or were fearful for buying a stock. And when you see that, this is actually exactly the opposite what you should do. So if you have some bigger account and you're trying to invest, those are the bigger opportunities for you guys to start scaling, building some bigger position in some good quality stocks. And these are the places where you should start overthinking your current process in buying a stock, because if you are able to understand that over the long run, you are going to make much more money instead of if you're trying to chase highs like here. And this is exactly the area of my picture which I showed here. So this is basically the bear trap area where most of the people just thought this is going to drop one more time. This was a bear trap, and the market just took off very fast, and people thought, well, here it is already too high, I cannot buy that, the market is still going to go, it's sketchy, I'm not sure what to do. But this is basically the area where you can continue buying, especially if you see after such a run and a pullback, you can start building here your position on some pullbacks. And of course, after such a run, it is very dangerous to continue buying a stock. Like you see this run here and this huge move, guys. It is important to understand that after that, just basically your probability for a quality good trade is decreasing every time the market continues to go up. So as we saw here, we saw as well extremely overbought levels here. This is not the area where you should buy, just basically wait for a pullback. And this overbought area continued from June until September, as we see here. And of course, it is important to understand that even here it is very sketchy to buy a stock, and especially in September and October, we see a lot of the times pullbacks in the markets, especially before elections. So therefore, it's important to understand not to buy right here. Just wait maybe for a little bit more of pullback until the 200 EMA and start from there. So this is basically how to understand the market cycles and where you should buy or not buy a stock and what to look for. We can take a look at SPY as well, which is the S&P 500, and we have here a similar scenario. We had that huge drop. We have those oversold levels at the RSI, and after this pullback, a lot of people started shorting, which was a bear trap. And after that, the market continued to go up We had here some pullbacks which could have been used for building some new positions or adding to existing positions, and then the market just continued to go up. Made here a little bit of consolidation as well around the 200 moving average, which was excellent for continue to buy or build the positions, and we made new all-time highs. Right now it is similar to the Nasdaq. We are just consolidating right here in this area, and we have to see what's going to happen. So basically same scenario here, guys. We have some overextended levels here. We saw this extremely overbought RSI at 80. We had that drop here, and right now we are consolidating. It would be great if we see a little bit more of a pullback, and those are the things what you should look for before buying a stock. Try to focus on pullbacks, don't chase, and try to understand the market psychology behind everything. So thanks for watching, guys. That's it. I hope this video helped you a little bit to understand when to buy a stock and how you should buy stocks at the right time. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me at info@sylviabellrock.com, and of course you can subscribe for my free watch list, which I'm offering every week with my top 3 fundamental and technical analysis stocks. Stay tuned, and thanks. Bye bye.